I'm allowed to say this and only this. Today I was poisoned again, so violently that it was one of the worst, top 5 poisonings that I've ever experienced in this hostage situation that I'm in. And I am allowed to say it, which if I could only say what's been going on with the poisons and the chemical bombs, it's a big deal that I can even say that. But I am able to say that today was one of the top 5 in absolutely worst poisonings. I gotta plug my ears here because they won't stop until they're killed in this city, okay? I don't know if this is going to get banned or what, because I'd speak the truth about the domestic terrorist of this city, but nobody drives vehicles like that every 10 seconds down the road. No police communicate with their sirens like that unless they're in a fucking insurrection. And everyone's going to pay with their lives for doing what they did to the U.S. good guys in the military and allied forces. Your constant fucking attacks will face consequences. But you can't tell them that because they're never going to stop attacking women and children and the good guys in the military until they're dead. And Jesus told me that. There's no seeking justice here. They're not going to stop ingesting and eating. That's it. Eating dead body parts, human organs and tissues. They're not going to stop walking their babies past the cannibal house. They're not going to stop setting up bomb factories in civilian houses. They're just not going to stop. There's never a second they think, was this smart, good, bad, anything. They just keep doing it. So it's so serious that God had to intervene and tell me this. Do not seek justice from the people who poisoned you and tried to endlessly fucking kill you. Don't seek justice. They just have to be killed. They're very evil domestic terrorists and terrorist population here. These ones in America do not and are never going to think anything's wrong with what they did. So this leaves me with a huge open gap. I have a incredible need to see justice for what happened to me in my life with this terrorist cell and how they strolled their babies past the house and smirked and glared and stared me down, and I gotta plug my ears again, push me off the sidewalk, and everything else they did. Okay? I have a need to feel that justice healing because it brings healing to the victims. And just killing them off isn't going to fill up that gap. And I gotta plug my ears. So this is not the place to try to examine and analyze all by yourself when you plug in your ears every 10 seconds. But I know that that's why you seek justice. You want to see the evil doer at least think it was doing something, or maybe possibly ever contemplate, maybe regret. There's a whole class on it. It's my criminology. I took a criminology class for criminal justice. I can't get into it anymore, okay, because I'm trying to do a damn report. There is no seeking justice here. The population's too fucking far gone. And just killing them, right, so that the rest of the Americans can live in peace and not in fear, isn't gonna do that gap for me. I'm gonna have this wound of all this crimes, war crimes and atrocities. I can't talk about anything I'm fucking witnessed. Just let the good guys in the military do that. Oh, trust me, they are. This shit was unbelievable on S Street. It's war crimes in the first place to be chopping up dead bodies, okay? But they're really going to lay it out for you, right? They're going to really lay it out for the public. It's war crimes to be blowing people up, trying to, in their bedrooms. But they're going to really lay it out to you. The stuff I can't talk about is really fucking serious here. But there's no seeking justice, so I'm going to end up, oh yeah, we are. It's not even a if. I'm going to end up with like a massive loss of the population here because they're fucking animals. Beast animals. They're just going to attack and kill anyone in their way. They had to be killed in order to stop them. And we're going to have like half the population left. It's the facts, people. It's tens of millions of Americans are soon dead in this country. They fucking killed themselves, dude. Oh, Lord have mercy. You better get fucking ready what happens here. And there's all this radical change in the country, all this new government. That's already happening right now. I'm gonna plug my ears. I'm gonna be sitting around and I'm not gonna have that hole filled. The gap of I needed justice. I needed these people who fucking destroyed my life and tried to fucking kill me every day. I never saw that justice because you couldn't get it. They're too far fucking gone. So I'm gonna have to do some talking to other people how to fill that gap because I can't walk around with this open hole in my heart. And some crime victims can have some healing because the perpetrator has some reflection of what they did, but these ones, that's not going to happen, and it's straight up extermination of these fucking terrorists here. It has to be. There's no other alternative. The weapons they've been using and the weapons they tried to launch against other countries and everything else, you're gonna hear it from the, I mean, you know it, you've been aware if you're an adult, okay? This is not a surprise or news at all, a news story. If you're an adult on planet Earth, you know that they've been doing that, the U.S. and the Middle East terrorists. They do it with Japan big time. So, you know that, so, yeah, it's gonna be real, it's bad. This whole city, the population here is fucking gone. They're all gone. If you could see the shit I see, I can't talk about it though. What they do here, they walk around and the shit they do when I take my garbage out is fucking horrifying, man. They're the fuck far gone, folks. They stroll the alleys looking for fucking drugs. It's that's one thing I can say because I've already said it. It's really rich white elites in their 50s strolling looking for drugs. 90 pounds. It was a white nationalist neo-Nazi thing to do, was to get really hooked on crystal meth. I gotta plug my ears. They're just too far gone, okay? They're not gonna stop any of the shit they're doing. The cannibalism, the chopping up bodies, they've been doing that all over the town. They're really fucking sick. There's classified information I can't talk about on the internet. At this point that I'm a witness to, it's just fucking way too much here, okay? But what I need to report, and I'm allowed to do it, is I got violently ill again today, just because I went into my bathroom. That's all I did. And I gotta plug my ears. And the doctors need to check me out, not to give me a clean bill of health, I'm perfectly fine, but to check me out. And you know that, and the way I talk is kind of embarrassing, but these are the only words I remember to use in the English language, as my ears are tightly plugged against my head. I have to plug my ears in order to think at all in the city. Because I'm getting violently ill from poison, really lethal, toxic poisons, kill fucking people. And then I react to it through diarrhea or whatever I do. I'm not going to say all the ways I react because I don't want the evil people to hear this. And then I'm fine. I'm just fine again. So this is some serious scientific discovery that God has put in me to give to you. And no one's wondering that. And I look forward to that, okay? But it's not going to fill this gap because I'm going to be sitting around like an American. I mean, I said that wrong because my ears are fucking pressed against my fucking skull plug. I'm going to be sitting around. And I know I'm going to. It's like, that you have a class coming in a couple hours that you dread this fucking class and you don't like the professor, okay? It's coming. I'm going to be sitting around with like tens of millions of dead Americans all fucking dead. And it's not going to be, that's not the healing. That's just putting safety back so they're not attacking other people. It's not going to heal because not one of them ever fucking felt bad. No. To the point of their last fucking breath on earth, I was the goddamn problem. And so were the Jews, and so were the blacks. The only Jews and blacks that they liked were the ones in organized crime because, god darn it, that's your place as a minority. They're never going to feel fucking bad or even think about what they did. They have the right to do whatever they want to any fucking one else. And that includes animals that I hear screeching and screaming in pain. I'm never going to seek justice and get it from these killers for that. I'm going to have to get it from somewhere else, the healing. And until then, you're right, I have a hole in my heart. The shit I've seen and heard. Just killing the fucking enemy isn't going to solve that. But they have to die. It's done. That shit on the stairs there is so deadly, what I gave to the good guys. It's so fucking deadly. And they think they're going to stroll babies and go to the fireworks shows and dance outside and everything else. And it's never going to fucking ever end, right? Because no, nothing they do is wrong. I'm going to see it, that it ends. And I'm going to see it, that tens of millions are dead. And why? Because I'm an American. I can do it. I'm one of them. But I can tell you, like that class coming up, then you hate the class. I'm going to tell you it's not going to bring me healing. I'm just going to sit in my country with all these dead fucking Americans. Yep. I'm still going to feel all that pain. As far as the poisoning, today was one of the top 5 of absolute fucking terror I experienced. I didn't know if I was going to die. I didn't know what was happening in my body. All I knew I was violently fucking ill. And all I did was go in the goddamn fucking bathroom. And all I know is there's all this terrorist activity that's still going on. And guess what? I can't talk about it. All right, goodbye.